We have a story on the Blaze now. Former special operators swear they were told to stand down in Benghazi. Team of commandos who responded to the Benghazi attack September 11th, 2012, now telling their story for the very first time. This is a story that we have had almost since Benghazi happened. We have had inside sources that have been giving us information and telling us information about what really happened, and all of it still hasn't come out. The 5-member team tells the story of what happened in a new book called 13 Hours, the inside account of what really happened in Benghazi. It's due out next week. The commandos, 2 of which use pseudonyms, are listed as co-authors. The New York Times and Fox News both received an advance copy of the book. Fox News will air interviews with some of the men on Friday. That's today. Here are some of the most important details in the book. The commandos were ready to rescue the Americans under attack at the diplomatic facility. They were ordered to stand down. Quote, "You need to wait. Stand down," end quote. This is something that the White House vehemently has denied. This is something that we know from our sources that was absolutely untrue, that the White House did give the stand down order, that our troops were ready, that our planes were ready, that we had drones in the sky, and they were told to do nothing. Probably the most significant revelation from the commando story so far is that they were prepared to help. "Hey, we got to go now. We're losing the initiative," is one of the quotes from the commandos. Instead of racing to the scene, CIA officer in charge ordered them to stand down. Both the Times and Fox News say the officer is identified in the book only as Bob. Bob seemingly gave the order to hold back on his authority, according to the New York Times. Yeah, that happens. That happens all the time. The Times adds the commandos were in such a rush, one man never put on his underwear, while another one went into battle with cargo shorts. May I just, again, one of the commandos was in such a rush, he didn't even put on his underwear. Is this kind of redundant? He's gone commando.
The commando went commando. Yeah. Is that where the term comes from? People,
yes.
Rushing into
yes.
Just military officers that were so in such a rush,
they didn't even put on their underwear. That's actually a quote. I don't know if they actually see the irony of that.
Possible they're getting scammed. That someone's trying to get jokes on the air.
Good, possibly. 5 minutes, we were ready to go. It was thumbs up, thumbs down, but we were ready to go in 5 minutes. Now, there's another story that now appears to be either falling apart, wholly untrue, or being tracked down, and they are finding these planes. But this is in extraordinary good news.
Yeah.
The 11 planes that were reported earlier, widespread reporting, that were missing in Libya, that story is now being claimed that it is false.
Yeah, this came from largely North African sources, and basically what they're saying now is because of all the strife in the region, many of the airlines have relocated these planes to other airports, so most of them apparently have been accounted for, and then some of them they believe were...
And I'm just watching Jeffy over your shoulder, who Jeffy is not buying into any.
Jeffy never believes anything, yeah. He only believes conspiracy theories.
Had you said, but there's reports that the election was stolen back in 2012,
100%
and those
true.
came from North Africa, he'd be all over that.
Right, yeah.
All over it.
That's true.
That's true.
It looks like some of them were just damaged and are no longer usable as well. So there have been, we don't know for sure wherever all of them are, and it doesn't seem like it was a completely baseless report initially.
It takes 3.
Yeah, well, yeah, or
it takes
one.
1.
Yeah. So initially, I don't know that it was a baseless report, but it seems like now, luckily, they've been able to track down a lot of these planes. So hopefully, we're not facing the sort of disaster we've been worried about.
The missing airliners is one of the most disturbing stories I have heard in a very long time.
So if that's not true, that's
not
really
true,
great
that's
news.
great.